Yo, what's good, fellas? Hope everything's going good. So I just wanted to have a real nigga moment with y'all, bro, about some deep shit I've been meaning to get off my back. In the spirit of the holidays coming up. Actually, if you're an actual human being, not like some of those fucking bioengineered, like transgender disgusting things made by some Jewish doctor. All right, so you probably thought about this, bro. At least once in your life, hopefully, before you guys go ahead and comment on some shit, on some crazy shit. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you? I hope you guys understand. I was at the weakest moment in my life at this time. I was not thinking straight. I was basically dying anyways, so I was just like, fuck it, whatever. It's not no crazy shit. Also, this is not some fucking. I'm not admitting I'm not a homosexual. I'm straight. This is not a gay. There's no gay shit is in here, bro. No gay shit.
I'm not a fag. I never was.
If you weren't some retarded kid, you hung out with people that were your age who were guys. You weren't some fucking like closeted fag, some fat gay fuck. You probably heard of the term sounding. Like sounding. You probably heard of that term before. Maybe one of your friends told you or something like that. Again, just sounding. So chill. Just give me a moment. Stay with me, bro. Don't get carried away. Don't go and comment some crazy shit. Just give me a second. If you don't know what sounding is, let me explain it to you real quick. I'm going to repeat what Google's AI says. All right.
Sounding is the act of inserting rods into the urethra for sexual stimulation, practice known as urethral sounding.
Okay. All right. This is real. This is serious, bro. If you really think about it, it's nothing too crazy. I mean, if you've had sex, it's basically like real regular sex, bro.
Nigga, you gay.
Except the object you're using is like your penis, and your actual penis is like a vagina. It's basically like real sex, bro. It's nothing too crazy. It's chill. It's normal. All right, now that we've explained this and kind of what sounding is and this and that, we all agree. Okay, we're all here. If you're listening, we all agree. This is probably beneficial. It's probably for the best of us. It's good for you, and you should probably do this every single day, at least 2 times a day, when you wake up and before you go to sleep. All right. So I'm going to get into my experience with sounding and how it actually changed my life for the better. It probably even saved me from death. I think it did save me from death, okay? It's good for you. All right. Okay. Now that the bullshit is out of the way, let me add some context to you guys. January 8th, 2023, I was in a fucking really bad car accident, right? I mean, my car got fucking destroyed. Shit happened. Whatever. I'm not going to get too in depth into how it happened. I don't remember how it happened. All I know is that the police told me that I hydroplaned, and that's it. My car wrapped around a tree. That's it. I crashed a Hellcat, wrapped it around a tree. I might post some pics here just in case. And I'm also not going to go into full depth of the hospital stay, because that's going to be a whole other episode, bro. That's a whole other video. Whatever. I'll give you a little bit of info. So at this point, I had woken up from my coma. I guess I had been there for a week or so, but I had woken up from my coma. I swear to God, one of the first things I did when I woke up from my coma, because I didn't even know what the fuck had happened, bro. I don't even know what happened. I checked to see. I lifted that sheet up and I checked to see if my dick was still in between my legs, bro. Because I couldn't feel anything, but I didn't notice I couldn't feel anything. So I was like, okay, I was like, fuck it. Let me just check and see my dick's in there. I take a quick glance. Okay, it's in there. It's little, it's shriveled, but it's still there, bro. So I'm like, okay. I didn't even check to see if I had my legs. I didn't even check to see if I had my arms. I assumed I had my arms. It just didn't fly by my. I didn't really think about that. I mean, obviously, I asked. My mom was there. I asked my mom, "Hey, is my girl? Like, how's she doing? Or whatever." Okay. I didn't give a fuck about anything else really, except my dick, my family, and my girl. I didn't care if I was in some fucked up situation, whatever. All right. Now, from the time from me waking up and being admitted, I guess it had already been a couple weeks where I had been asleep in a coma. So that means I hadn't eaten, I hadn't shitten, I hadn't pissed, I hadn't used my dick in a minute, bro. All right. So just keep that in mind. So basically, when I woke up, at this point, I hadn't used my penis. Keep in mind, I had basically been reborn as a virgin. My urethra, the little coin slot in your penis, it was sealed shut. No activity, no nothing. I'm a newborn man. I'm a new person, right? Now let's get to where kind of shit starts to get really implicated. If you don't know how a hospital stay works, basically if you want to be left out of the ICU, which is where I was, or any other room that's kind of like, detrimental, like pretty big deal, and you want to be moved to like a rehab room level, whatever, or a different room, different stay room, you basically have to prove, that you can at least piss and shit and then pass bowel movements. At this point, bro, I had already shit myself like 3 times. So that didn't even matter. They were like, okay, you can shit, you shit yourself. Okay. I had shit myself like 2 or 3 times. All right. Now rule number that takes care of rule number 2. Rule number 1, I had to piss. Like I said, my penis was basically like reborn. I hadn't used anything. I hadn't peed. Nothing had passed through my penis. This and that, whatever. Okay. So that's when shit really starts to kick the fan. When they needed me to piss, I gave it a try. I was like, okay, give me a couple hours. Couple hours stop by. No, I can't piss. So that's where shit really starts to actually get pretty crazy. They were like, oh, well, we need you to pee. We can't move you. We can't discharge you until you pee. So the doctor has to go through a bunch of different, they give me ultrasounds. My bladder isn't blocked. I do have fluids in my bladder. So my bladder is full. I need to pee before it ruptures, or, cause some more damage to my body. So they're not really trying to cut me open because they had already just sealed me up from previous surgery. So what the doctor decided to do, the doctor decided to put a fucking catheter, or for me to use a catheter. At the time, I'm gonna be honest, I've heard about it, old people used it, whatever. I didn't think about it's too crazy. I'm sure it's just, I thought in my mind, it's like a condom that I could wrap around my penis, and I'll just pee into it. It has a tube, and the tube just leaks into a bag. Okay. Well, my dick is fucking so shriveled up, and nothing's gonna stick onto it, bro. For some reason, they couldn't even do that. Like, so they were like, "Oh no, we're gonna have to do something it's called a Foley, bro." When the medical professional realized that they had to use a Foley on me, bro, the reaction on that motherfucker's face was fucking like anger and disgust. Keep in mind, I'm sitting here in the bed, like I just fucking died. I'm back. I'm dying. I'm in the process of dying and like fucking trying to stay alive. This motherfucker was like, ugh, ugh. Like what the bro, this isn't my fault, bro. I don't want to do this, bro. I don't even want this shit, bro. Don't take your anger out on me. I'm not getting any pleasure from this. Anyways, the professional explains to me what it is. I'm like, okay, I have no choice. This motherfucker pulls out the thick ass fucking rubber the tube that's going to be in, bro. Keep in mind, my penis at this point was like an inch, bro. It was non-existent. I'm so shriveled up, and I'm taking pain medicines. That's not a whole 100%. Like, I'm still feeling some sort of discomfort. And when you're in discomfort, I had lost a lot of blood. You can't get that blood pumping into your shit, bro. I'm shriveled. I'm non-existent. I'm like I'm a newborn, basically. I'm a virgin at this point. When I saw that fucking monster of a tube, bro, and I realized, and the motherfucker told me this is gonna go inside of you. I said, yeah, fuck out of here, bro. Like, yeah, that's not happening, bro. You can't put that inside of me, bro. That's fucking massive. That shit was thick as fuck. Like, as thick as a pencil. Now, imagine trying to fit a pencil through your urethra, bro. I mean, I almost threw. How about I throw up just thinking about this, bro? Hold on, I gotta take a second, bro. No homo, that shit was fucking massive. Anyways, I'm laying in the bed. Let's get started. Pulls this thingy out of the sterilized bag. I'm like, oh my god. I'm bracing myself for impact. When you're on a fucking roller coaster and you start tightening your butt cheeks and your body starts tightening up, bro, that's me. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I don't even know what's worse. The initial feeling of this motherfucker inserting this fucking pencil, the width of a pencil hose into my shit. Oh my god. I mean, you might as well just stick a fucking cactus through my shit. It fucking hurts so bad. Okay? And that's just entering it. Keep in mind, you got to get that tube from your dingling all the way to reach your bladder. Okay? That shit, oh my god. And they were putting that thing inside of me slow as fuck. This isn't no fucking nickel and dime shit where they were just fucking speeding that shit in. Bro. so, so fucker was taking their time putting this thing inside me slowly like a rope, bro. And I'm over here just staring at it happening like, oh my god, bro. Just hurry up. It like every single millisecond is agony and pain. And I just feel my penis getting torn apart from the inside. Dude, this is the most painful discomfort. Keep in mind, I mean, I have broken rib. I had my ribs broken. Both sides of my ribs were broken at the time. My leg, my right leg was broken. I had just had my knee replacement, my knee surgery. All right. That shit. And I was on pain meds, bro. Keep in mind, I was on fentanyl. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. Oh my god, it felt like an eternity getting that thing put inside me. All right. Okay. Now this is where we get to the even worse situation. Like, I was kicking my fucking legs, bro. I was kicking my legs in pain from this, bro. I was kicking my leg that had just had surgery. I had a rod put in through my leg. Knee surgery. I was kicking my legs from the pain. Now that that's over, it feels like eternity. The fucking professionals decided that, hey, we're going to leave it in here for hours. Okay, I peed. Instead of just keeping the fucking thing inside of me, this fucking monstrous hulk of a being inside me, they decided to fucking take it out once I had passed it. And then they put it back. I went through this process 3 to 4 fucking times, bro. This is the issue. Putting it in was fucking murder. It was torture. Bro, pulling it out. I would even say pulling it out. Like, this motherfucker slowly, like needling it out of my thing, bro. The most painful fucking thing in my life. I mean, it's like, getting it in, okay, struggle, pain, getting it out, oh my god. And you got to pull it out slower than you put it in, because you don't want to tear some shit up, bro. This was fucking hell. I mean, it's like getting put into a wood chipper slowly and feeling your body get slowly turn into shreds while you're awake. It felt like fucking bro, I was in fucking Itachi's Genjutsu. Like when fucking Kakashi was stuck in there, and if it was really only like a couple minutes, he was in there for days and months. That's how it felt. I mean, I felt like I passed out while I was awake. I realized once it was over, oh my god, bro, my urethra was gaping, bro. It looked like a fucking coin slot. Now that I thought that was over, a week or so later, okay, I'm discharged, I'm home. I've already had to have that happen a couple times. When I got home and I had to actually pee on my own, I kid you not, I fucking passed out, bro. There was a little bit of blood. I passed out I passed out. I had to sit down on the toilet from the pain just to stand up and all that from whatever happened on my accident. I had to sit down because not only that, it hurt to piss to stand up. I couldn't even fucking piss sitting up, bro. I had to stand down. I had to sit down. Okay? I passed out while pissing because it hurt so fucking bad. A couple of minutes later, I wake up. There's a little bit of blood. I'm like, damn, bro. Oh my god. I mean, that was the most painful shit in my fucking life. Now, now that if it's been 2 years, it's almost going on to 3 years. It ends almost the year's almost ending. I've reflected onto it. I guess that's my first experience with sounding. I can say it saved my life. Now, it did save my life. Now, I recommend a lot of you guys, hey, real talk, bro. Y'all got to go out there and start sounding at least 2 times a day from now on, bro. Every day, 2 times a day. I promise you, it's going to save your life. It's going to change your life. That shit changed my fucking life. All right. And I recommend the people who have not done it to do it. If you've done this before, if you sounded before, comment and let me know what your experience is and how often you do it and if you enjoy it. Because sometimes I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I'm thinking back and I'm like, was I injured? Nah, no. All right, bro. Anyways, that's my story with how I did sounding and how sounding saved my life. I appreciate you guys for listening to my experience. Let me know if you guys have benefited from it before, if it's benefited, if it's changed. It changed my life. All right. Okay. Now, real talk, bro. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment some whatever the fuck, and follow my Twitch. I'm gonna tag it in the description, and I'm also gonna make a little pop up, whatever. I'm probably gonna be streaming on there a couple times. I stream on there occasionally, but yeah, just follow my shit. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. You guys have a good day. Peace out.